and you can keep moving. Because that's not really what the point is. And when we experience a joyful heart, it's a state of being. It is not actually changing according to the weather.
Right.
Okay? And we no longer need to be the boss to be happy, or to have titles to feel important, or have possessions. So many, we accumulate wealth to feel secure. We don't need that, because our security doesn't come from how much we have. And we don't need to be always right to feel good. We enjoy what we have, and we worry less for what we don't have. And we actually, enjoy what we have. And when it's taken away from us, we let it go. We let it go. We don't have to kill everybody else because something is being taken away from us, or create another denomination for that, because that's what we do. Isn't that what Christ actually manifested in his life? He accepted the painful way of the cross and endured the suffering. And today, millions of people admire Christ, even people who are not Christian. But he had no palace. He has no possessions. He has no titles. But what is that about? He was able to give something to the world that is more important than anything else. Christ accepted to lose the world for his soul. That's why we can keep admiring him and respecting forever. And I believe that's why Christ used the metaphor, take your cross and follow me. Not just worship me, but also follow me. We are called to imitate Christ in our relationship with other people. There are people who are like a cross in our life. They complain, always complain, accuse, blame, and even sometimes hate. They're like a cross that we need to carry through in our life. We cannot get rid of them. Even, sometimes we just want to get rid of them. That's the easiest way. Because we don't want to suffer. Or sometimes we want to just control them. Because we don't want to suffer through. If you really reflect, you will see there is at least one person like that in your life. At least one that you need to carry through. Right?
Yeah.
Is it only me or?
No.
Okay. But sometimes we also forget that we are a cross.
Someone else.
Yeah. And we're not aware of it. And we think the problem is there.
Right.
God is telling us not to get rid of these people. We have to take them as a cross. and not control it or control them, but take them through, because they will reveal our soul. God does not even control us. God keep trying to influence us, not controlling. That's why God suffered through the process. And God even gave us freedom to deny his existence, to blame him for all the problem in the world, to accuse him, even to hate him. But God keep hoping that we will be touched, transformed, and moved, and return love. And then that happened, joy is created.
Amen.
We gain our soul when we love other people, when we bleed for them and keep trying. And this principle is not just in relationship. It's in everything we want to achieve in life. If you look at successful people, it's the same thing. They suffer through something until they get to a point where they enjoy what they get. So in that process, we have to endure the pain. We might fail several times, but we must stand up and continue. We might make mistakes, but we must learn from that mistake or those mistakes and become wiser. This is imitating God in our spiritual journey, brothers and sisters. This is why the Bible says life is about gaining our soul, not gaining the world. Because it's the other way around. There should be a time where the cross that we're carrying, we can lay down that cross and enjoy that moment. And that's what keeps giving us hope in our spiritual journey. In our relationship with true parents too, true parents, the founder of our faith, we have to remember what really matters. We can relate with them as King of Kings, Messiah, only begotten daughter, and only begotten son, true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Those are titles, brothers and sisters, and should not replace our intimate relationship with mother and father. Mother and father. Do we have an intimate relationship with father or mother? Or are we relating with them based on their titles or what they might represent? And we should not forget that that experience, if it's really changed us, we will give joy to true parents. And it will happen in our relationship with our brothers and sisters. Because really what gives joy to true parents is when we become true parents for one another. If I can love you as true parents love you, and that love is returned back to me, what else can we try to gain in the world? You know, my last experience that I have with True Father was, I think it was November 2011. We had Hundoke. Hundoke means gathering and reading in Korean. It's his garden. And usually we come and, as True Father will speak for many hours. And And that day when he was leaving, we have to go on the backside and say bye, right? That's part of the whole tradition. You know. And as they were leaving in the car, the window went down, and Father was waving. Okay, and I was waving. I just get hit by the deep sadness, and my tears start coming. And I was wondering why. But you know what? That was the last time I saw him. So, brothers and sisters, a deep connection is at the soul level. That's what I experience. And you don't have to necessarily speak Korean. Not making an excuse, to not learn Korean. That's not my point. But it's not, you don't have to speak Korean to have a deep connection with father or mother. You don't even have to be in the same geographical environment. Because you know what? There are people who are in the same office and don't talk to each other. Or in the same house and don't connect. Or sometimes in the same community and literally don't even say hi to one another. This is real. And the point here is relationship matter more than anything else. That's the point I want to make. And that's where the soul is sharpened. And it's hard. Love is hard. Love is not always nice. It's also hard. Especially for those who don't know how to trust, how to listen, how to forgive again and again. Well, brothers and sisters, you can give birth to a child and miss to be the parent of that child. Or you can be, you might not be a biological parent of that child and have a deep connection with that person. And a loving relationship that fosters care, patience, forgiveness, and humility is what really nurtures the soul. Love is hard. And sometimes when I talk to young people, I want to get that there. Love is hard. It's not just nice. There's suffering involved into it. But for a good reason. We love, we suffer. We don't love, we even suffer more. But when we love and suffer, it is meaningful and is necessary. But when we don't love, we suffer and is meaningless and unnecessary. So, we better choose to love.
Amen.
Amen? So, as the Bible put it well, we do not lose our soul by gaining the world. Because at the end of life, we lose the world anyway. So what's the point of losing our soul? I hope this message help you, as we heading toward the end of the year and reflecting what really matters in life. And we can actually try our best to recover some of our meaningful relationships. Thank you. God bless you.